All right, we're going to go over the problems for test 1. So to start, our first question was to list the 4 phases of problem solving. And here they are. Not much to say about that. The second question was to state whether the statement was true or false. The statement being, you should not reread a problem, it is a waste of time, which is definitely false. You want to make sure that you understand the problem from the very beginning. So if you need to reread it, you definitely should. So that statement is false. The third question was, which of the following is an example of active problem solvers? So A isn't the answer because he's only taking bits and pieces. He's not reading the whole thing. And an important part to understanding the problem is getting all the information out of it. The answer C is wrong because we talked about how jumping to conclusions isn't right. Educated guesses work, but just jumping to conclusions doesn't get you much. D is wrong because we've learned in class that reading aloud is one of the great ways to help yourself understand a problem. And B is the correct answer. And then on the 4 phases of problem solving, looking back is so important because it helps us make sure that our answer is correct, and that can involve plugging our answer back into our original equation to see if it gives us the same answer. Then on question 7, it asked us, when reading, you should. Reading only the first and last sentence of each paragraph is once again just picking only parts of it, and you can miss valuable information, so that's not good. Not reread, well, we just answered that previously. You do want to reread if you can. Avoid writing an outline, that's not really going to help you. And reading word by word is definitely what you want to do. That's going to help you get all the information that you can out of it and make sure you understand it. Okay. All right, so question number 8 asked, which letter is in the same position in the alphabet as the letter S is in the word comprehension? So let's take a look at this. So first we want to find where S is in comprehension. That's pretty easy. And then we're going to find which letter is in the same position in the alphabet as S is in this word. So the easiest way to do that is just to go like this. A, B, C, D. So J is in the same position in the alphabet as S is in this word. And J was the answer under letter B on your packet. All right. So, problem number 9 asks us to circle the letter before the letter in the word diction, which occupies the same position in the word as it does in the name of the 9th month. I know a lot of us seem to get caught up on the circle the letter before the letter. So what I would suggest when doing this problem is take this part above and leave that to last. Even if you need to make yourself a note, come back to that later and focus on this part. So, the letter in the word diction, which occupies the same position in the word as it does in the name of the 9th month. Okay, so one of the easiest ways I found to do this is often in the print size that this is, it's hard to circle it and work with it. So I rewrite it. So I rewrite the word. And our word is diction. And then it tells us that there's a letter in here that's in that same position, so it's either the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th number, as it is in the name of the 9th month. And the name of the 9th month is September. So, knowing that they got to match up, I just write it below. S-E. Oh, I can't spell apparently. That is a P. S-E-P-T. And here, we see that these two line up. And then if you continued it, none of the other letters match up. But these two are in the same position and in both of the words. So, now that we know we're talking about the T with this part, we can go back up to here. It says, circle the letter before this letter that we just found. So you found T, but you're circling the one before it. So you would circle that C. So just come back to this before part once you work with the rest of this so that you don't end up getting yourself confused. All right, this next one I know you guys enjoy. Number 10. So this can get a little wordy, so let's start breaking this down. So what I like to do is often on the test, the print size is a little too small to easily work with the numbers printed at the top. So I like to rewrite them bigger at the bottom so that I can more easily work with them. And then because this question usually asks about the number position, it kind of helps for me to put numbers in smaller font underneath. So I can just quickly look at it. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so let's start reading this problem. So, the first part reads, if the fourth number is larger than the seventh, add the second number to the fifth number. So our fourth number is larger than the second. So it tells us then to add the second number, this one, to the fifth number, which is that one. So because this statement is true, we're going to do this action. So let's do this off to the side. So we get 9 plus 4 equals 13. Because this statement is true, we add these together. Otherwise, add the first number to the 8th. But since this was true, we don't need that otherwise. So I usually cross that out on my paper. Easy, clear it up. Either way, so no matter which one we chose, you need to add the second number to your sum. So we did add that second number. Well, actually, so we're adding it again. So either way, if we do this option or this option, we're going to add the second number to our sum that we have here. So we're going to add this again. Plus 2. However, when we keep reading, we see unless the seventh number, so let's erase this part we did right here, because we already know that one's right. Unless the seventh number, so this one, is smaller than the third number. So in this case, the seventh is smaller than this one, which means we don't add the second sum. So we'll take this away. Now we need to find out what we do. So if the seventh number is smaller than the third number, in that case, add the fifth number. Okay, so that means we're going to add this one. So plus 4. So 13 plus 4 equals 17. So one of my tips is, again, don't worry about marking up your test or your sheet. If you need to mark out a word or a sentence to help you keep track or rewrite the numbers, go ahead and do that. Whatever helps you solve the